Hello and welcome to the Talladega Superspeedway. It's a windy day here today, but it is time for the All-Star Challenge. This is the event where all the past winners in the Utica Home Track Series, plus the champions and the Rookie of the Year competitors, are going to duke it out on track to see who can be the best of the best. The cars are going off now on the track. Now we've had a lot of wins today, and they're going to be carrying these cars very fast on the back straightaway. But it should not be that much of a problem for these drivers. These drivers know how to handle themselves. Let's take a look at our starting grid for today. As you can see, Bob Cittadino, car number 04, is on the pole. He is a three-time winner, but has not won since 2011. In second place is Megan Curley, who is the most recent winner, followed by Josh LeMayo, the Sonoma winner of 2011, and then Michael Aurelio, the Monza winner last year and the Rookie of the Year. Then we have Bartel and Cittadino, both of them having one win apiece. Jeffrey Finguy with 2 wins, Valentine with 4, Arcuri with 3, and Seth Cole, the fan vote, rounds out the top 10. Daytona winner Andreas Allen is in 11th, 7-time winner Matt Evans in 12th, road course ace David Yankee in 13th, then the reigning champ Jamie Murphy in 14th, along with All-Star Challenge winner Brian Broat, William Duncan 16th, then Camiso, Benoit, Tanker, Evans, your top 20, Benoit, the winner of the Open event. Then LeGray, Cittadino, the first All-Star Challenge winner, Samantha Yankee, and Tyler Benoit rounding out the rest of the field. Let's join the pack as we get ready to start here for the All-Star Challenge with live coverage. Here we go. Bob Cittadino going to the line. To the outside is Megan Curley in that very bright number 20 machine. This is a long front straightaway. Here we go. We're All-Star racing. Bob Cittadino to the inside. Everyone's still saying double file going into the first turn. Now he should have some good passing and some good racing here today. Michael Aurelio getting to the back bumper of Megan Curley to the outside in car number 20. Josh LeMayo's having a hard time keeping up to the 04, but Aurelio's going to break. He's going to make it 3 wide, and Bob Cittadino goes to the race lead. There is Josh LeMayo to the inside. Colin Bartel's trying to get a piece of it. Look at this gaggle of cars going down the back straightaway. But here we go with some help from Jeffrey Finguy. Here is Michael Aurelio to the inside, car number 93. And it looks like Aurelio is going to go underneath Bob Cittadino and take the race lead. We got, Brian Benoit over. That car flipping violently in turn 3. It's going to come to a rest, and we are under caution. Michael Aurelio, your race leader. That car drives off. Let's take a look at what happened here. Brian Benoit getting right up into the catch fencing. Here we go. He was racing in the back of the pack here. Looks like, LeGray and Yankee going to make contact. So he doesn't get a ball. Look at Brian Benoit tumble that number 75 machine. To go right up into the catch fencing. And it's going to come crashing down on the apron. We're going to get an onboard, but thank God he drove that off. We thought it could have been much worse. He was on board with the number 75 machine. And yeah, that's what kind of. And look at this ride. Right up into the catch fencing. It's going to tear a little bit down. And look at that. The car comes to a rest to the inside. Wow, what a wreck. We're getting a report that Brian Benoit is alright, and he's taking that car to pit road to try and fix it. Michael Aurelio, your race leader, we're going to go under caution as we make some repairs to the catch fencing. We'll be right back after this. Hello, we are back, and we are on the restart as Michael Aurelio, car number 93, leads the field today. Now he's starting to pull away from Jeffrey Finguy, car number 62. Now Finguy is a 2-time winner. He won at Ruin Lake Asserts last year, and he's the winner of Darlington this year. Michael Aurelio, this is going to be one of his last starts before Sierra, which is race 16, so he's going to be out of this car for a while. He wants to leave him off with a good impression, maybe even get the funding to run a couple more races. This car is going strong, and it was good in practice and qualifying. Running at the back of the pack is Brian Benoit. Now, this car is fixed and back on track, but heavily damaged. It's a miracle that this car is even running. It's a testament to the Benoit Motorsport team mechanics getting that car to still work. But he's running back there with a couple other damaged race cars like Samantha Yankee, John Cittadino, and Shelby the Gray. All drivers still being able to stay in the race, and Benoit miraculously staying in the lead lap. But here we go. To the inside, Jeffrey Finguy making the pass. Bob Cittadino is drafting number 93 on the outside, but Josh LeMayo is going to catch up, and it's going to push Jeffrey Finguy into the race lead as Josh LeMayo, car number 06, tries to take it on the inside. Now, Josh LeMayo has not been the driver of the 06 machine since Zandvoort. It's been him and Jay, but enough with him. Look at this battle up front here. 2 wide. Michelle Cittadino pushing Michael Aurelio to the outside, but with a little help from Matt Evans. Jeffrey Finn guy is going to edge to the race lead as he has a longer draft line. It looks like Michael Aurelio, unless he gets that little help from Matt Evans, he almost got sucked down through the outside lane, but Matt Evans was there to catch him. And look at this, 3 wide going to the line for second place, and it looks like Matt Evans is going to be the winner there, but Finn guy leads going to the line. And I forgot to mention that Jeffrey Finn guy leading a lap along with Bob Cittadino and Michael Aurelio, they are getting $20,000 bonuses for leading a lap today. So congratulations to them. Matt Evans is going to go underneath, and he's going to go for the race lead as well, as we battle down the back straight. But look at that, Bob Cittadino with a little help from his teammate going to thread the needle, and Bob Cittadino is going to go into the race lead. Wow, look at that performance there. As I was saying, $20,000 to lap leaders. You only get that bonus once. You have to lead at least one lap to get the bonus. Also, the rookie of the race is also going to get a $50,000 bonus. So, something that these drivers want to make sure they have the funding for the rest of the season. Bob Cittadino is going to lead him back to the line. His goal is just to win the race. And look at this racing near the back here. William Duncan shot to the outside lane, and look at that, 4 wide with Brian Broat, Shelby LeGray, Maria Camiso, and William Duncan. And Duncan just going to graze the wall there slightly, but he's alright. The number 83 car not running especially well in this race, but he's trying to hang on. He is the Watkins Glen winner of this year and a favorite to win the championship. He's been doing very well this season. And look at that, Seth Cole threading the needle between Duncan and Broat. Just that the All-Star races seem to have some trouble with. We'll look back up near the front of the pack, and Bob Cittadino is going to be surpassed by Michelle Cittadino in the Big Bang Theory Chevy. That car is getting a push from David Yankee as Matt Evans tries to work his way underneath his friend. Now Michelle Cittadino, the Zandvoort winner of 2012, has not seen too much success in the number 69 machine. In fact, in any car, really, with the exception of a couple of good runs. But there is Matt Evans, car number 4, working his way to the inside with a little help from his father, Neil Evans, car number 55. Will Matt Evans be able to get that $20,000 bonus like the drivers before him have gotten? And look at that, it looks like he's going underneath Neil Evans. And it looks like Matt Evans is going to be shoved out of the race lead, unless he can get the draft from the outside. No, it looks like Neil Evans is going to check up a little bit, and he's going to steal $20,000 away from Matt Evans. The winner of this race getting a pretty hefty purse already. The $20,000 is just a little extra bonus scratch if you happen to not win this race. Neil Evans in the race lead. He's having a great run today and is the winner at Mossport from earlier this year, and that was a very emotional win for him. He was been looking forward to it. He was a dirt racer in the past, has been out of the racing scene for a while, comes back in 2012, has some good runs, but this year has been an excellent year for the 55 machine. Couple pole positions and a victory in Canada. As you can see, the field has been pretty stationary up there with one new face back there. That's Colin Bartel. But to the inside right now, Michael Aurelio is hoping to liberate the lead away from Neil Evans, and he's going to do so. And game report, Brian Broat is losing the draft. This number 68, My Little Pony Toyota, is the only Toyota in the event, and it is not doing especially well. Now, Brian Broat is not scheduled to be back in the number 68 machine until Cleveland, so he's got a while to bring this car back on track, and that's unfortunate. He's losing the draft right now. He's going to need a caution to catch up, as 68 car is not near anyone. Maria Camiso, car number 26, is running about mid-pack at the moment. Maria Camiso is a very good driver and has a little help from teammates nearby. There's Shelby LeGray, the number 28S behind her, and the 28 of Jamie Murphy ahead of her. Now Maria Camiso, 4-time winner, has a lot of success on a wide range of racetracks. Is hoping to take the win here today as well. This could be a good boost for this number 26 team that has been struggling in the past couple of weeks. But now she's trying to catch up to teammate and past champion Jamie Murphy. Hopefully they can draft their way to the front. Current moment she's kind of on her own there unless Colin Bartel catches up. We move up to the front of the field. Bob Cittadino, your race leader, but there is Matt Evans, the hand-cooked Chevy, trying to work his way around the number 04 machine. Will he be able to do it? He's trying to do a slingshot maneuver into the tri-oval. This looks like it's going to work. He's getting a little bit of drafting help from Neil Evans, but the slingshot was mostly what did it. Matt Evans is going to get that $20,000 as well. Matt Evans, the winningest driver in the Utica Home Track Series at 7 victories, which is unheard of for this series given how few races we've run. Very impressive. He feels he was robbed of the All-Star Challenge in 2011 when John Cittadino wrecked him out of the lead at Monaco. But car number 4 is here today, and he's hoping that he can take it for himself this time. This is a redemption run for the All-Star race. But Bob Cittadino is going to wedge underneath with a little help from the draft line, and Brian Valentine, who came out of nowhere to be up in the top pack of cars. It looks like Bob Cittadino is going to retake that race lead. We take a look at Megan Curley, car number 20, the Rainbow's End machine. Now she has dropped very far back in the Gas Tech Engineering Incorporated car. This car was on the outside pole. Now it's running back with drivers like Brian Broat and Seth Cole, who have not been as quick in this session. Megan Curley, the most recent winner at Martinsville, and the driver that has won by the highest margin of 4 laps over the second place competitor. So Megan Curley knew what she was doing there to keep out of trouble and was able to keep that car in the race lead. She's hoping that she can recreate that success today. Maybe not the 4 laps ahead of second place part, but at least going to victory lane. The number 20 machine, that car is just breaking our cameras with its brightness. John Cittadino, car number 72, has really worked his way up through the field. He was all the way back due to that wreck on lap 1, but now he's battling his way into the top 5 competitors as he's going to force his way past Bartel and Yankee. He's got a little bit of help from the LeGray racing cars of Murphy and LeGray on the inside lane, and I believe, look at that, the other LeGray racing car of Maria Camiso is down there, and that is a 3-person draft line. But I think Murphy got a little shoved out of that draft line. They've kind of fallen apart there. But John Cittadino working his way up through the field. A great run for the number 72 machine despite the damage. 4 wide racing as Tyler Benoit's in the middle of it. And Samantha Yankee is going to... Ooh, she's going to brush the wall a little bit. See the sparks there, but Samantha Yankee all right despite the wreck. Tyler Benoit rang to the back here, and he's a 2-time winner at Indianapolis in 2011 and Bristol in 2012. It's been a while since he's last won a race. He's hoping to go to Indy next week and be a repeat winner at Indy. But until then, he's currently running to the back with Andreas Allen. Maybe they can work their way to the front throughout this event. To work our way down the backstretch, we see Samantha Yankee there. And Brian Broat, as we mentioned earlier, completely gone. John Cittadino working his way underneath Matt Evans. Now this car, as we said, has been working his way up through the pack. There's also a couple cars. We forgot to mention that Shelby LeGray is also doing a very good job working her way up with the LeGray Racing teammates. They've been running in a row here until now. They just seem to keep abandoning Jamie Murphy on the outside there. I think they don't want the champion winning this one. They want to get it for themselves. A little bit of selfishness in the LeGray Racing camp. But John Cittadino slowly working his way to the front. He's with his teammate Matt Evans, who was not his teammate the previous 2 years. And in fact, was the driver he wrecked in the All-Star Challenge. I think Matt Evans hasn't forgotten that. I don't think they're going to be working together too much in this race, as Matt Evans is going to be trying to hope to get the glory himself. Now we take a look at the race lead. Brian Valentine has swooped ahead of Michael Aurelio, and the 66 car is going to be your leader. Brian Valentine started off as the winless wonder. He won the championship without winning any races, and then throughout the next couple of years, he's just been picking off wins left and right. Valentine, 4 wins to his name. 2 of them coming this year, 2 of them coming last year. We will have to see if car number 66 can take it today in the Battlefield Cycle Works Dodge, which is actually a single car team. He's one of the best single car teams in the league. But look at that, Michael Aurelio to the inside. Another owner driver trying his best. Well, more of a co-owner driver, as Chris Aurelio is the other competitor. Unfortunately, Chris Aurelio wrecking in the open. There we go, Brian Valentine getting sucked back through the pack a little bit. But look at that, it looks like Neil Evans is going to shove the 93 car up the track a bit. Michelle Cittadino tries to capitalize, going between them. Cars are scattered all over the track here on the front stretch. But let's see who can get to the line first. It's so close to call, but the scoring is giving it to Neil Evans. Just a little bit ahead of the 93 machine. Imagine if that was the final lap. But look at that, Brian Valentine to the outside. Look at this stack up. 4 wide with Maria Camiso, Bob Cittadino, and Matt Evans. That was almost trouble right there. almost trouble, but everyone is going to make it through this, and Valentine's going to lose quite a few positions. Along with losing positions is Jamie Murphy. Now, her teammates decided just to abandon the 28 car and work on their own. So Jamie Murphy is sunken all the way back behind Samantha Yankee, car number 73. Now, Murphy is the reigning champion, but a winless driver. Has not won a race in her Utica Home Track Series career. She's trying desperately to win this season, but it's been difficult, and a couple bad runs in the past couple of weeks have lost her the race lead in the championship. She's currently using Samantha Yankee as a friend out there, and is trying to work her way back up to the front, but I think she'll probably have to go another driver. Samantha Yankee is not especially quick in that number 73 machine. You see a lot of drivers back there that were up front in the beginning. Look, there's Brian Valentine and Jeffrey Finguy. David Yankee sunken all the way back there. So maybe the Yankee team is going to work together or not. I hear there's a lot of sibling rivalry in that camp. But the 28 machine trying to go for a second championship in a row, which would be an amazing feat. Andres Allen, feeling a little like Brian Broat right now. He's lost that draft line, and this car is sinking backwards. Now, no one is going to go back and pick up the 08 machine. He doesn't have any teammates in the race, so he's all alone. So he's just going to have to hope that he catches up the car number 68, but the 68 machine is about half the racetrack behind him. So it looks like Andreas Allen might not be as successful as he was in Daytona this time around. Unfortunate for the GameStop Dodge, but maybe he can do better in Indianapolis this year, which was his debut race last year. Seth Cole, car number 52, the fan vote. Not having that bad of a race, but he could be doing better. He's about mid-pack, driving the Hershey Chevy. Now, he's happy to be in here. He thanked all the people for voting him into this event. Let's see if he can capitalize on his fan likitude. Matt Evans back to the race lead, as Josh LeMayo has just been desperately trying to get that race lead all day, running up there in third place. But look who is in fourth place, Shelby LeGray, the car who had the 75 car land on her roof. So, great recovery job by car number 28S. She's a little out of picture now, but we also have to thank teammate Maria Camiso for helping her up to the front. But Matt Evans all by himself up there. He's not going to be able to keep this lead long as he has no drafting help up there. Michael Aurelio and Josh LeMayo, if they can get closer together, might be able to retake the lead away from the 4 machine. But as you can see, look at that pack of cars catching up to the leaders as Michael Aurelio trying to make his move on the 4 machine. Back there in the pack is Alex Tanker, car number 34. Now, he did not have to race his way into this event despite being a non-locked-in driver, because car number 34 is a past winner. Well, not the 34 car, but the driver of that car, Alex Tanker. Tanker won at this very racetrack last year. He's one of 2 drivers to win here, along with Matt Evans being the other one. This track is no longer on the official schedule. This is the All-Star race, so Tanker hoping to repeat his success here today, as he makes a 3 wide with Valentine and Neil Evans, who just got plummeted back through the pack. Now, Alex Tanker, his teammate Brock McMahon's doing great in points and was close to winning the Open event, but was unable to see it through. So, unfortunately, 34 car does not have his teammate here today. Michael Aurelio will take that race lead away from Matt Evans, as Matt Evans, the former winner at Talladega, sinks back a little. Shelby LeGray is still hanging up there, though, and trying to get the help to get past him. But at the current moment, let's talk about Michael Aurelio. Michael Aurelio, the Rookie of the Year from last season, did not have the funds to run the full schedule this year. So he's running a limited schedule. He's hoping that if he can win this race and get that $1 million, he'll be able to run the rest of the season. But he's also trying to at least finish good, because you do get prize money for every position in this race. It's not an all or nothing. Also, that $20,000 he's got could help to get some new parts to the team. So the number 93 machine is trying his best. Get up here. But look at that. Josh LeMayo is going to come up with a full head of steam in that number 06 machine. Now, this is going to be his last run in the car until Myrtle Beach at the end of the season. So, Josh LeMayo trying to make a good impression. Now, Inman J is the driver of the 06 car at the current moment. But look at this. He's trying to go underneath. He's going to hold off Shelby LeGray, who had a good push from Russell Arcuri. And Josh LeMayo is looking to the inside. But no, he's going to get sent up the track a bit. Almost gets into the 93 machine. There's Shelby LeGray going underneath. We have 3 wide, almost 4 wide for second place. And look at that, Josh LeMayo is going to get off scot-free. Josh LeMayo is going to be your race leader. He's going to get $20,000 for Gas Tech Engineering Incorporated. You can see 3 wide for third place. Michelle Cittadino tries to work her way past the 06 car. I think she'll be successful in that endeavor. But Josh LeMayo, the Sonoma winner from 2011, has not seen much success since then. His team closed down at the midway point of 2012. That was Carraz Motorsports. Gabe Carraz now a Porsche driver. Actually, Gabe Carraz would have been in line for this event, but he does not have a ride. Same with other drivers like Tyler Smith and Will Coleman. Josh LeMayo having a great run today in that 06 machine, showing off a good head of steam. He has a career best finish this season of second at the Megville Bull Run. But look at that, a battle between the Cittadinos for the lead. Bob and Michelle. We'll have to see who can take it, and I believe that is going to be... Well, Michelle Cittadino led to the line, but Bob Cittadino is going to take the race lead once again, but is going to get shoved out of the way. Finally, Shelby LeGray with some help from... Where did she come from? Megan Curley. I'm surprised we didn't notice this car coming to the front. It's so different from the rest of them and so bright and colorful and horrible looking. But the 20 machine is going to push Shelby LeGray back to the race lead. Well, not back to the race lead, to the race lead. Shelby LeGray starting very far back in the pack. This unsponsored number 28S. She's trying to do well enough so that she could attempt the Indianapolis race, which would be next week. Bob Cittadino, the 04 machine, pushing this 28S to the front. He doesn't mind seeing her get $20,000. He just wants to make sure that she doesn't get the million. As the 04 machine trying to wedge his way past the 28S. Fords have not had the best presence in this series, but they are a championship competitor and have Shelby LeGray, who is a great driver. Here we go to the inside. LeMayo and Cittadino are going to get the door shut on them by LeGray, the unsponsored machine. And it's amazing that this car is unsponsored. It was sponsored for the first year. It was sponsored by Waste Management. She dropped out of the series for 2012, focused on the team running opportunity. Put Jamie Murphy in her number 28 machine. They win the championship. She comes back for a limited schedule this year in this unsponsored machine and is doing absolutely wonderful. And would have had a great run at Darlington too if it wasn't for some troubles later on in the event. But now it looks like Josh LeMayo is going to get lost out of that group. And Megan Curley is going to try and work her way and see if she can take the race lead. Bob Cittadino working his way underneath. And Bob Cittadino is finally going to lodge the 28S out of the race lead. Third way to the line, Megan Curley is also going to take advantage of the door being open, and Megan Curley is going to drive her Dodge past the number 28S. And there's Russell Arcuri up there as well with his teammate Matt Evans. They're trying to work their way back to the front, and they're doing so in style, as Shelby LeGray is going to lose quite a few positions here. We look back at Brian Benoit. Now, Brian Benoit has been doing a great job today staying with this lead draft. Other drivers that have undamaged race cars like Andreas Allen and Brian Broat have had difficulty staying with this pack, but Brian Benoit, despite heavy damage to that 75 machine, has been staying strong and is currently drafting with Maria Camiso and even beating drivers like William Duncan and Neil Evans, Seth Cole even, who's a well-known face in this sport. So Brian Benoit having a great run today. This could be a confidence booster for future events as he works his way into the main pack here. I don't think this car will win the race though unless some sort of miracle happens. Work our way to the line. There's Josh LeMayo who's going to get sunken all the way back to the pack, and there's Jeffrey Finguy, who hasn't heard from since the beginning of this event. Look back up near the front. Samantha Yankee is going to work her way all the way up to the top 5. And there is Russell Arcuri in the race lead, car number 10, the Kerbal Space Program Chevy. Both of these drivers started pretty far back, but are having great days so far, as she drafts with Megan Curley, car number 20. And we see a couple other new faces up there. There's Colin Bartel, who's been always on the outskirts of this top group and not been able to take the lead. Alex Tanker is up there, so he had the shot finally to get that second win, only this time in the All-Star event. As we mentioned, Russell Curry taking the race lead. He is leading another lap here. He has $20,000 to his name at the moment. Russell Curry is considered he's considered a good driver, but he's not a driver that makes a lot of noise on track. Usually he comes in near the end of the race and steals away. In fact, his first win was considered an upset because he was a driver that was far from being locked in, a driver that was noted for missing races, and he just comes out of nowhere to win the race in Silverstone. It's a great job by the number 10 machine today, despite a up and down season of... He's been having kind of a Robert DeFrank year. Usually one of the Cittadino Ed cars has a quiet season, and last year was Robert DeFrank. This year it seems to be Russell Arcuri, who seems to not be making too much buzz on racetrack. But look at that to the inside. Megan Curley is going to go underneath, and look at that, almost going to wreck into Russell Arcuri. Fortunately, Russell Arcuri is going to be able to save it, and that car is going to keep racing, though he's going to lose quite a few positions here on the top end. Megan Curley leading that lap, but look at that. Samantha Yankey's going to go to the race lead. And Michael Aurelio is back up there as well, trying to battle with the 73 machine, but the number 73, the Parkway Drugs Dodge, has had a huge struggle this season, has not done well at all, has not done well on road courses, which she is known for. Now leading again. This has been something that she's been wanting to do all season, and is pretty happy that she is leading at the moment as Michael Aurelio, car number 93, the Three Musketeers Chevy, trying to steal it away, and he is going to do it. This is one of those big opportunities to pass, as it's been pretty difficult for drivers to make it by the leader throughout the rest of the pack, as you see a lot of stacking in the back. Josh LeMayo, despite having a great run today, has lost the lead pack. He is slowly falling behind. If you can catch up with Andreas Allen, they might be able to work their way back up, but I doubt it. It's getting a little late in the event to be able to do that. And this is a shame. The 06 car was hoping to prove himself today. I think some people and sponsors have noticed Josh LeMayo running up near the front, say it's just a shame that he was unable to keep the draft. Just was a victim of circumstance there. Now there is Matt Evans. He's trying to work his way back up with his former teammate, Tyler Benoit. Now these two drivers were drafting each other at Talladega in Season 1, Race 2, when Matt Evans was drafted all the way to the race lead where he won his first career event. So they're going to see if they can try it again here today, but it looks like they're going to get disrupted by Colin Bartel. Tyler Benoit's going to go underneath for himself, and congratulations to Tyler Benoit, who started last today, has worked his way all the way up to the top 10. Now, the Benoits have had a rough season so far, winless. Two of their drivers have been having difficulty qualifying for races, and one of their drivers has had trouble this weekend, not even being able to start the Open. That was brother Justin. You see, he's trying to get under car number 69 of Michelle Cittadino. This car is on the move, and just going to blow past his former teammate. He works his way up to the 4th place position. He's trying to work his way past the leaders. Now, Tyler Benoit is the winner from Bristol last year and from Indianapolis the year before. If he can do well today, this will be a great momentum boost for him going into next week. Next week is a track he really likes. He feels confident there. And look at this. He's working his way past number 69 machine. Now he's going up with Samantha Yankey, trying to make the pass on her as well. This car has a lot of speed. Doesn't even need to necessarily be in a draft line to work his way to the front, and it just took so late for this car to just really take off. He had been running near the very tail end of the pack all day, but now he knows it's go time. I think it might have even been a strategy maneuver to stay back there, making sure all these drivers, they race themselves out and work his way to the front. Now the pack behind him has fallen back a little bit, but I'm sure they'll catch up. They tend to run in kind of phases as they slow down and speed up. But look at that. Samantha Yankey will get surpassed in that damaged number 73. Michael Aurelio is his only competition at the front of the pack. So you'll have to see if he can take it from the 93 machine, or if the 93 machine will be able to keep it. We only have one lap to go. Matt Evans, car number 4, has worked his way up there, and he is pushing the number 3 machine. Now they still probably have a little bit of a friendship tie there, as Michael Aurelio is going to get past. On the inside, Tyler Benoit has not led a lap all day. He's trying to lead it, going to the line. Can Michael Aurelio get a little help from Matt Evans to work his way past the number 3 machine and win the All-Star Challenge? Here we go. We're on the back stretch. Car number 93 is catching up. He's right on the back bumper. He needs to see if he can slingshot past the number 3 machine. Does he have enough time? I don't think so. Car number 3, Tyler Benoit, is going to win the All-Star Challenge, and just too late for Michael Aurelio. Congratulations to Tyler Benoit. The Benoit Motorsport team have dominated the All-Star Weekend. Father Brian winning the Open, and Tyler Benoit winning the All-Star Challenge. He will be forever allowed into this race, so he does not have to worry if he does not win in a while. But Tyler Benoit is going to get a huge momentum boost. Also, congratulations to Michael Aurelio, who had a great run today. Let's take a look at these race results. Tyler Benoit, Michael Aurelio, Matt Evans, your top 3, followed by Samantha Yankee with a great rebound, and Michelle Cittadino in 5th. And Megan Curley, Colin Bartel, the rookie of the race, he gets a $50,000 bonus, followed by Tanker, Finn Guy, and Bob Cittadino, your pole sitter, running out the top 10. Then there was Shelby LeGray, Neil Evans, John Cittadino, David Yankee, Russell Curie, William Duncan, Brian Valentine, Brian Benoit, Seth Cole, Maria Camiso, your top 20. Then Jamie Murphy had a poor run today, along with Josh LeMayo, Andreas Allen, and Brian Broat. Well, thank you for joining us today for the All-Star race. We'll see you next time in Indianapolis, which should be a great race. See you then.